Welcome to Top Hill Recording Podcast where we ask an artist or band to come in, give us some original tunes. We sit, we talk about those tunes, what's been going on, and all of those good things. Today, special guest and very, very amazing singer-songwriter, guitar player, vocalist, dude, all of it, my man, Ian Abel.
Cool. He's back on the street one more time. And he's playing his games without you in mind. He's on a one-way road away from your house, headed downhill from the start. Passion will come to your rescue. If I could only wear a shoe, I'd walk through fire so that you could see I'm the man that you really need. Step by step, you lose those blues. If I could only wear your shoes. If I could only wear his shoes. You don't understand what he calls love. Cause it's not what he says, it's what he does. And he's alone, giving in to the fact that the love you gave, it never came back, no. These loving arms would be holding you if I could only wear shoes. I'd walk through fire so that you could see I'm the man that you really need. And step by step, you lose those blues. If I could only wear the shoes. If I could only wear his shoes. Should I make the call and take the chance? Tonight you'll yearn for the lover's dance, and I'll remind you of fire when the hearts collide. The sweet desires in the heat of the night. Oh, love is something that I could prove. If I could only wear his shoes, and I would walk through fire so that you could see I'm the man that you really need. Step by step, you lose those blues. If I could only wear his shoes. If I could only wear his shoes. so far, but she ain't that good. Cold liquor, sheriff on my back, trying to catch a nail low. Shooter on my side. When it comes time, I won't hesitate to use it. Working by the pale moonlight, like a ghost in the night, I haunt you and know you're kin. 'Cause I heard a storm is a wind running with the devil. Wanna get you so far. She that good, going to girl, sheriff on my back, trying to catch a nail low. Call me the judge and the jury, ready with the heavy gauge shotgun, tracking that good, going to girl, sheriff on my back, trying to catch a nail low. To the Dixie mob, loaded jaw, white lightning in my hand. And I am a devil's son. If you cross this gun, I swear you'll be damned. I heard a storm, Mr. Winter running with the devil, only get you so far. She that good, only girl, sheriff on my back, trying to catch you now, though. Call me the judge and the jury, ready with the heavy gauge shotgun, tracking that good, only girl, sheriff on my back, trying to catch you now, low. So far, pushing that good. Cold liquor, sheriff on my back, trying to catch you now, though. And I heard the store, Mr. Brewin running with the devil, only get you so far. Pushing that good. Cold liquor, sheriff on my back, trying to catch them out. Hell no. Let's have fun with this one, right? Set the roof on fire. All that we built is now no longer. Everything I knew wasn't anything of need, 'cause everything you needed never made sense to me. And I believe that you wouldn't want me to feel the way that I do right now. And if you believe that our past don't matter, I need you to hold me right now. 'Cause I ain't waiting around here. weight of the world, your tongue gets sharper. Who you gonna trust? I ain't saying I'm a martyr, but when it comes to your heart, baby, I'll be the armor. I believe that you wouldn't want me to feel the way that I do right now. And if you believe that I pass no matter, I need you to show me some hell, 'cause I ain't waiting around. I ain't waiting around. I ain't waiting around. Yeah, yeah. I ain't waiting around. 'Cause I believe that you wouldn't want me to feel the way that I do right now. And if you believe that I pass no matter, I need you to show me somehow. 'Cause I believe the Lord wouldn't want me to feel the way that I do right now. And if you believe, turn the other cheek, 'cause I need to know you right now. Yeah, I need you to show me right now. Well, I ain't waiting around. Waiting around. That's a new one.
What's up, brother?
Pleasure to be here.
Dude, glad you're here. Killer tunes. I've been listening to your stuff a lot lately.
Cool.
And
Sorry.
no, man, it's great because I was super pumped to have you in because your style is broad. I guess that's what I could say. I don't think I can nail you down as like this guy is plays rock, you got a little bit of stuff kind of tinkered in to make, I think, what is your own sound.
Yeah.
What I guess what are you labeled as mostly?
I just call myself a space cowboy.
That'll work.
But it's like I don't know how to explain it either. Like in that regard. So it's because Pink Floyd's my favorite band.
Okay.
Like, I love progressive rock, but I love country music and like I love bluegrass and love I'd hate to say it, but I love pop music too. You hear something, you're like, that's good. Like Chapel Roan, I went hard on that record she put out. I was like, this is
killer
great.
record. A good record's a good record, dude.
100%.
Pink Pony Club is one of the bangers for sure.
It is so good.
So good.
It's $100 song on Broadway in Nashville.
Oh, that's a big dude. That would be.
If you want to hear it on Broadway, it's $100 bucks.
$100.
Guaranteed.
Easy money.
Yeah.
Dude, it's interesting that you kind of mentioned pop too, because I hear old poppy petty stuff, and I don't hear a lot of people that can pull that into their stuff and without like blatantly stealing, trying to sound like Tom Petty. You in no way, I think, sound or try to sound like Tom Petty, but there's a little bit of that in with all this other things that you do, the singer-songwriter, the playing. And as far as I'm concerned, dude, as far as like stick with you type of people and artists, he was one that always like, just you hear a song, American Girl or something like that on the radio, you go, wow, I love this song. Why do I love this song? And I think that like you might have that quality about that your music. It's like I love your stuff because it sounds great. The playing's awesome. The songs are well written. But then you add that aspect in the back end of it. It's like, man, what a cool little feather in the cap to have.
I appreciate that. I do love Tom Petty for sure. Like, I mean, he's one of the greatest songwriters ever. What a secret like to Tom Petty, I would say, is that he's also, people would never consider him as like a dance pop band, really.
Mhm.
But if you really like watch a Tom Petty show or listen to it, like there's always a mean backbeat. The rhythms are thumping, like
Yep.
everything's danceable, and the hooks, like he just writes incredible hooks. And I started like I'm a huge Chris Stapleton fan.
Okay.
I've been a fan of his when he was in the Steel Drivers.
Oh, killer songs
oh,
on Steel Drivers, dude. Killer records.
I think it was like Bonnaroo 09, and they were playing Sunday at like noon on some side stage, maybe 100 people there. I was trying to get everyone to go. I was like, you guys got to come hear this person's voice. Like, you've got to come see this band. And then, 4 or 5 years later, he becomes Chris Stapleton. But his favorite songwriter is Tom Petty. I listened to a lot of the Chris Stapleton radio.
Uh-huh.
So, like, some of his stuff, when you listen to that, you can hear that influence in. And he works with Mike Campbell a lot on records.
Okay,
so like,
yeah. Mike Campbell is a
so, like,
guitar player for
yeah.
Petty. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So he's in Nashville ripping, and you can just hear, like, so Tom Petty's going to, if you listen, if you have somebody, if you're an Isbell fan, there's going to be a Prine aspect, even if you don't listen to John Prine as much as you really should.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if you listen to Isbell, there's going to be some John Prine thing that sneaks in just because that's his influence.
Yeah. 7 degrees of separation type of deal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's Stapleton is the last, I'm pretty sure the last musician that made me cry watching him. Like I had one tear and I went, what am I doing? But it was.
Did anyone else notice that?
I was with my wife, so yeah. I hope I was behind. I was, doing this, holding her real tight, so she couldn't turn around and look at me and make fun of me. But dude, the ability to elicit emotion from vocals, and I'm sure other than the Steel Drivers, you've seen Stapleton. He doesn't do much. He stands right there and he sings these crazy tunes, and first I was enthralled. Like I've seen George Strait, wasn't enthralled. He does the same thing. He stands in one place and plays guitar and plays the hits, and they're great. But there's something about that dude's voice and the conviction in what he sings that.
No, he's the man.
That'll kick you in the gut.
He's the man. I did think that Bourbon and Beyond did him dirty a couple of years ago. They had the Doobie Brothers open right before him. And when you see Michael McDonald come waddling out, and you're
awesome
like,
too.
oh no. And, they only had to play like 50 minutes or something. So it was just Doobie Brother hits, hit after hit, and there's high energy. And I was like, they did Stapleton dirty.
Yeah, dude.
On this one.
The year before it was Foo Fighters for me. I was like, dude, never seen Foo Fighters. I'm a big Foo Fighters fan. I love it. It's going to be awesome.
So good.
So good. And it was, Taylor was still alive, so I got to see that. But it was the back end of COVID. Everything had been shut down. Fogerty was getting ready to go on a 50-year anniversary tour when they shut it down.
Wow.
So he ended up being the co-headliner that night. It was unbelievable. Same deal, an hour of just mad. He was never missed a beat. He was all over stage. He was dead nuts on. He was so good. And then Foo Fighters come out and it's crazy. It's good, but you're like, how do you top that?
Yeah, I just saw Fogerty.
I just saw Fogerty, dude. And it was amazing. Yeah, it was crazy. Dude, you sing with a ton of emotion in your voice as well. Like you kind of from the bottom of your feet. You know what I mean? So when you're writing these tunes, is that something you're processing? Are you trying to, because the guitar playing's awesome. I mean, you're an accomplished guitar player. Got the Gibson beside you. One of a Gibson. What do they call those? What are they? The endorsement. Yeah, you got a Gibson endorsement.
Yeah, being like a Gibson artist.
A Gibson artist.
They loaned me this, and I believe they forgot. And if anybody
tells, dude,
they ain't getting it back. It's a custom shop. They ain't getting it back,
dude. It's beautiful. But just so you've got those, those things that you already have as what you do. You play on the road for other people. I'm sure studio musician, those type of things. So when you're cutting your own records, are you thoughtful of the process of I've got this intense riff that I'm leading this song off with, that this song's based around, and your vocals are matching that riff energy wise. Is that something that you consciously think about, or is it just something as you write happens?
I think it's just, for me, it just happens. Like, it's like you're tapped into God or the ether, whatever people want to talk about. I think it's just tapped in. I think my thing is, I don't really I'm not I sing like in my own way, I suppose. And I've done, musical theater, and like I'm classically trained, and I wouldn't hire myself for abroad. Like, I wasn't great with musical theater. Like, I have too much raspiness, and definitely wasn't opera wasn't going to be my thing. So we just cut 3 days. 2 weeks ago, we went in 3 days, 11 songs. Yeah, some
That's
of
a chore.
Yeah, it was long. Some of it was pre-produced. Other songs, it was the typical Nashville. Most of the record was the Nashville thing, where you show up, you show the people the song, they chart it out, and then they go record it. And luckily, I called in favors, so I got 2 of Randy Houser's band members on there, and they're just monsters. CJ and Jay Cott, and John Henry plays for Eric Church, playing keys. He, it's all favors, all homie rates or whatever. But it's just when you hear it, you're like, oh wow, this is monstrous. My friend Kenny Shorts, who's in S.A. Martinez's band from 311, he's got a funk band, and he's got a place in Texas, a studio, and he came up to do drums, and you kind of I have an idea in my head, but once you get especially in Nashville, I'm from Louisville originally. I live in Nashville now. So when you're there, when you're in Nashville, however I had it, one song I had in my head, I totally heard Comfortably Numb in the verses, and then a Zach Brown, I'll show you after, Zach Brown style chorus, it's a complete switch. And then as soon as we started playing it, the guys were actually, I think this could be actually more country. This verse should be more Cody Jinks. And I was as soon as I heard it, I was yeah, I'm going to lean on you guys because you're super highly sought after killer musicians.
Yeah.
So here's the riff, here's the idea, here's the vocal. Let's just get after it and see what happens.
Dude, was that crazy on your end you got to be very malleable and flexible in a situation like that. If you're bringing in tunes going, here's what I think this song is. And then to be able to adjust on the fly and hear something better and go, yeah, let's do that.
That's better. Some people can't, and that's my thing is, I'm not a bass player, so I hear bass in my head, but then when you hear Jay Cott, the mighty Jay Cott is an unstoppable force, and he's played with Robert Randolph and so many people. He's just a monster.
Yeah, dude.
And now he's the music director and bassist for Randy Houser, and that band is insane. They're a Southern rock band, and he's a real deal. Like in Nashville, to get a session gig, these session musicians, to be a first call guy, the first call guy now has to pretty much die.
Really? It's that.
It's that. So when they always get the call, and when they die,
there's a hierarchy.
Then there's the next. Yeah, it's 100% how you either get the calls and you take them forever, and then you just one day they go, I don't want to do it anymore. And then the next guy, like Jay Cott should be on every hit record. He's just not old enough yet. He wasn't there in the 80s.
No.
So when I hear someone like him play, and I'm like, oh, that's way better. Like my song Waiting Around, it was the pre-production demo we did was good, but then he put this mean walking bass line on it, and I was like, oh, it's just I think it was Steve Miller, and I saw a thing when Steve Miller said they were asking about hooks to songs, and when you're doing it, do you think of I need this hook, this and that, and he's and his thing was everything in the song needs to be a hook. Whether it's the drum part's got to be, everything should stand on its own. If you listen to Foo Fighters, if you're walking down Broadway, Nashville, and all you hear is the drums coming out of one of the windows, if it's a Foo Fighter song, you know it.
Yeah.
Because that's so specific. So it's its own part. And and the Jay Cott's bass playing on Waiting Around when it comes out, you hear that and you're like, oh, that's a hook. And so it's when you're in those scenarios with those people, for me, it's very easy to just hands off. Like, oh, you guys are right. That's actually my idea was crap. Like this up here, it's not working. Let's just switch real quick. Plus, you're also on a time crunch, and then no one can lie when the recording button, the red light's blinking when it's going. There's no lying. So it's like if it's not working, it's not working. Just you shift. Some people can't, and then they have okay records. And
is that a control thing, you think?
Probably an insecurity thing. I'd say it's maybe. I'm not sure. I just know me personally. I heard something and I went, "That's the move.
Yeah,
let's follow that."
Yeah, dude. Producing inside the room, letting those pros be pros.
Yeah,
hear the things because it's an interesting way to look at it too. Because when you are writing a song, and you're kind of like you said, grabbing from the ethers, and you have something that sticks, and you go, okay, this is definitely a tune, and you take that in. It's interesting because they're hearing something and grabbing it from the ethers too, from what you've given them. Right, you give them this thing, and they're hearing something else. So let me give that to you. So it's interesting to think of it like I've never really thought about it like that because, it's the War of Art. I'm sure you've heard of the book, The War of Art, and it talks about that, getting out of the way of the muse and blah, blah, blah. But I've never heard anybody talk about letting that collaboration work in that same way. So that's interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of the Nashville way is you get the session guys, they'll come in that morning. It used to be how everything was done. Like you listen to every hit song from the 80s, and the band Toto was the backing band for Thriller and everything like that. So that's how it used to be. You just call in these killer musicians, and then they put the song. You have ideas, and there's one leader. So okay, Thriller, for instance, Quincy Jones had I need this all on it, and he'd bring the players in, and he would tell them what to do, and then they would also do it, and they'd give him ideas. And it's like, if you have monsters in a room, let them be scary,
No,
let them do their thing. Don't try to stifle them. And I've been in so many, I've played guitar for people, and where they're hardcore, you got to do this just like this. I'm like, why am I even here? Just play tracks behind you and sing to karaoke.
These may be the same type of people that'll go, I don't need you. I'll let the AI. Here's what I need. AI. I need this. Bam, 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 bam. Here's there. I don't need you anymore.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting. Since you're coming from Nashville, we've kind of talked about it on here the last few weeks because it's dry. It's blowing my brain apart with the got friends that'll just send me something and go, hey, look at this AI song. I'm like, I can't even open it, dude. I don't want to open it. Yeah, because it takes away so much of, especially what you do. You can't take away the aspect of live music with AI, but you're talking about studio musicians and people cutting their teeth and waiting their turn and putting in years. And you have an AI software that can put out a tune, make it sound like whatever it wants to sound like, give it to you in a few minutes, and it sounds like a freaking studio quality record. How is that changing or going to change Nashville and the music industry individually? Are you catching any of that now?
This year it's changed the demo calls don't happen. No, there's no records coming out that don't have A-list session players on it, but there's no calls for I need to make a demo of the song to pitch. They'll just put in an acoustic vocal, an AI thing. I'm like, that's fine. I can pitch that now. So it's big with the songwriting tool. I don't like it. I don't use it. I can also just play and sing it. My idea. But I see why some people if I was going to use it, I would use it to, if I was someone who couldn't play and sing, I would just use it to make an acoustic demo to then, but some people, no one's going to do that. Everyone's going to add drums and symphony orchestra. And
I was in a
spaceship.
I was in a songwriting group 4 or 5 years ago, and a friend of mine, Lee, has taken his songs. Was a very, very beginner guitar player. He was just doing it to kind of give us an exercise to do some writing. And within the last few months, he's taken the lyrics, because he could write really good lyrics, and just put them into Chat GTP or GPT or whatever, and said, I want this to sound like Muddy Mississippi Blues. I want the singer to be Samuel L. Jackson from Black Snake Moan, and I wanted to have that type of sweaty feel to it. And it was ridiculously sick. The song was gross, but it was like his lyrics with a band with Samuel L. Jackson lead singing as that character. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
I don't get it, dude. I don't understand where that ends, where it ends, where it goes, you know?
I think some people, you know, way better and smarter than me, their take on is that it's actually going to push people to listen more to something they know is real. And like, they're going to enjoy the mistakes more, I suppose. Which that used to be the thing anyways. Like,
hell yeah.
Back in the day, you couldn't really, I mean, you could punch. They have tricks. There's always been engineers. So there's always been tricks to do things. But a lot of times a mistake would happen. They'd be like, oh, that's become like an iconic part of the song.
Yep.
And they just leave it. So I'm not sure. I'm not too big in the AI thing. I mean, I use ChatGPT for stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's that I don't.
Not making tour posters or anything. Like, anybody out there, they all look the same. We know what you're doing. Just get Canva.
Get Canva.
Do it yourself.
Canva's
Hire an
awesome.
artist. Do it yourself.
You know, the only scary thing I've seen with it is recently, and I wish I remembered the artist name, but there's I think it's up in like Northeast New York area, or maybe I have no idea. But she is an artist that's been writing original music. She doesn't have a ton of. She's just a little touring artist. That sounds terrible. If she's probably bigger than that, I don't know. But AI took her voice and her style, created songs based on her voice and her style of music, and created like songs and records, and then sued her and won.
That's weird.
I have no idea how.
That's weird.
But she was on, it's recently, you can look it up, AI and sues artist or something like that. But it's a company did it to her and then sued her. So she's like in this, you know, conundrum of like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
I don't like that.
I don't like that.
I don't like that. That sounds bad.
No, it sounds crazy. But what I do like, you know, 3 days, 11 songs. So what's the timeline on this thing looking like?
I was going to try, so I don't know when this is coming out, but I'm going to play, doing, New Albany does their Friday night things.
Oh, yeah.
In the summer, so I'm playing Bicentennial Park headlining on June 12th.
Oh, this will be out for sure.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right, so come see it, June 12th.
June 12th, man.
Bicentennial
It's a Friday.
Park, New Albany, Indiana. Got the boys coming up. We're going to be ripping, hour and a half set. I was going to get something out for that, and especially because the week before is CMA Fest, I'll be busy down in Nashville playing for people and then doing my own showcase and stuff. But Bourbon and Beyond social media team reached out, and they're doing a thing now with artists they think could potentially play Bourbon and Beyond.
Hell yeah.
So I have to like record a song. I have to record like a song like of theirs or something like that. They're gonna push it. It's like I don't know, something with Bourbon and Beyond. So I'm like, maybe I'll just put money in getting that done, because they're gonna put money behind it too, and it's all a marketing thing. But it's also to help promote, artists, independent artists that could play, that are like the same that could play on Bourbon and Beyond. So I was honored to be asked by Bourbon and Beyond for that. I was like, okay, so maybe I'll focus on doing that first, and then just start dropping like a song and maybe do the whole. It's like it's like Stapleton meets Pink Floyd, and there's gonna be like interludes and stuff. So I'm like, really, trying to do it right. So I'm gonna get shoot for the fall,
dude,
to get it done right.
That is an intriguing combo. Stapleton meets Pink Floyd.
Yeah, no,
with interludes in it.
I've been trying to like. No one gets it really. That's why I keep saying Space Cowboy. No one can really hear when I say it. They're like, that's interesting. And then now, like, people have heard it and they're like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, okay, I can only show so many people
Yeah.
before someone else with a major label hears it and takes it. So I'm like trying to do it all right and get it out and make a splash. I think in the fall.
Oh yeah. So Bourbon and Beyond's like what, September 13th through 15th or 16th or 14th, something like
I think
that
it's
this
in
year.
the 20s. It's
No,
22nd.
it switched this year. No, yeah, it did switch this year. It's in the 20s because it's usually first. It's second this year. So probably right around then you'll have something out for that, I'm sure.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay. Will that come off of these 11 recordings? Or you're gonna do something else?
Maybe, because I want to cut it down to 9. That's
Okay.
the idea. Because like if you listen to a lot of albums, they're just like a little too long. You know, like trying to think of the band who did Semi Charm Life.
Third Eye Blind?
Yeah. So like their first record, it's probably 6 or like 4 or 5 songs too many, and then it could be potentially like perfect record.
Yeah, and that second song would be, or second album would have been better if they could have cut some of those and threw them on the second.
100%.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm going to cut 2 off that don't fit perfectly. Maybe drop them just as singles and then add interludes. So it'll look like probably 13 songs, but really it's going to be, 9 songs and then like 4 interludes or so.
What do these interludes look like? Just musical transitions?
Pretty much some like atmospheric stuff, like
okay.
very like Mars Volta.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
All
or like
right.
I don't know if like
Let's go.
Okay, I'll just bust this out real quick.
Do
So
it.
like Pink Floyd's like off Comfortably Numb. Is there anybody out there
Yeah, dude.
so like little things like that are just like interludes, that lead into the next song, or
Weird timing and things
just
like that.
something that's different. That's because like I studied. I'm an international award-winning jazz guitar player. Love throwing that out.
Yes.
Love throwing that out. So like I love jazz music and I've studied classical too. And so there's like, so when I play live, like a few songs will open up and we'll really jam because I love jam bands.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll really open up the jam portion. I'll like throw classical things in that like a classical person would be like, oh, that's hip, But I just want to like bring some of those elements into like the record and blend the gap. Because like if you listen to old, I got this accent. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. Can ride a horse. Can shoot. You got all these like my family's. I have family in the music business. That like my uncle tours with Bob Dylan right now.
Oh.
My aunt she was a singer. Is a singer, and she's like been backup singing for a lot of people. She's like in Johnny Van Zant's, the Van Zant band.
Yeah.
So like, so there's like, I've got country roots. I'm from Louisville. Louisville's a weird little melting pot.
Weird.
Very rock and roll city. I like My Morning Jacket. So I love My Morning Jacket. And they're like, they did a really great psychedelic rock, like, and then country at times too.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just expanding on that, but for more of like the Stapleton aspect of it, because you go back into like Glenn Campbell was a ripper, Jerry Reed was a ripper.
He was a ripper. Dude.
He was so good he didn't have a serious song. You know what I'm saying? Like you can only be that good, and like so you got people like that. So I'm trying to blend. Like, look, these people, Tony Rice, monster,
filthy.
And you listen to him; he's playing jazz, chords, and
he only listened to jazz.
Yeah.
He would smoke cigs, riding his car from gig to gig, listening to jazz, staying up all night.
But everyone knows him as like a god in bluegrass guitar. And you're like, so these people, like, it was there. I'm like, I just need to like cross that bridge for people so they can, because everything's a melting pot anymore anyway. So it's like, that's the idea, is Stapleton style, like Traveler, but with Pink Floyd aspect to it. And like the guy who, it's funny you talk about the Foo Fighters. The dude who's cutting engineering the record, Evan, he's like loves the Foo Fighters, and so like the drum sounds and everything. You're like, it sounds like Foo Fighters drums,
like
a
snap in the snare, dude.
The huge war toms, and you're like, Like, this is cool.
Yeah, man.
I think this is cool.
Yeah, I like somebody that can throw some type of jazz, classical stuff into something to catch somebody's ear and they don't know why it's caught. They don't, ooh, what was that? I don't know what that was, but that's cool as shit. I've got a few jazz musicians in my band, and it's my favorite thing because they always throw a curveball. It's actually, it's got me learning Spain on bass right now.
Oh,
Chicory,
sick.
I'm trying my best, dude.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
Just so I can play with them for a minute.
Yeah.
You know? So
It's not an easy song.
yeah, it is not an easy song, but I'll get there. You know, it's been 2 days.
On the third day.
Third day is the day.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
happening.
man. So you got what does CMA week look like for you with showcases and playing? I'm sure there's opportunities to play all day long and all night long for you. I've never experienced CMA week down in Nashville. What does that look like?
CMA Fest is nuts. It's like they put up 5 outdoor stages, and then there's concerts going on. Spotify takes over one of the bars on Broadway, so they're bringing in people, and it's just big acts in there all day. Then you have the football stadiums putting on concerts every night.
Jeez.
And then people like last year, Thursday, I think I played with, that's my first gig and ended up getting hired on to play lead guitar for Dillon Carmichael. And so our first show was one of the outdoor Chevy stages, like a big stage. And so it's that. And it's funny because like Shenandoah had just gotten done.
Oh,
Love Shenandoah,
dude.
But I shoved past him because Tanner from Love on the Spectrum was there.
Oh, do you like Tanner? Do you like music? Dude,
I shoved
do you
him.
like guitar?
I was like, Tanner? He's
Dude.
like, hey, what's up, man? Hi. I was like, no way.
He had such to you, man. Do you like music? Dude.
He was just as nice. I
am.
geeked. And then Abby walked by. I was like, Abby? I was like,
Are you serious?
I was geeking.
You have no idea, man. Me and my
Shoved
wife,
past Shenandoah to go
we finished the new season in about
it's a
day
tearjerker.
and a half.
Tearjerker.
Ah, the end.
Oh, so good.
Oh, come on,
So
man.
good.
It's the
So
best
good.
show on television.
Guaranteed.
I don't know
Guaranteed.
if you're watching or not. Love on the Spectrum, by far the best show on TV.
It's so good.
Well, I can't wait for the next season.
Me
dude.
neither.
It's so.
Me neither.
I cannot wait.
It's CMA Fest, like, so we shoved past Shenandoah, hugged Tanner, meet his mom and sister. Like, this is great. And then that night, like, we go, I used my pass, got us into the Spotify house. It's funny though, because we walked up with the pass, and they're like, who? And I was like, oh, we're the band with not Parker McCollum, but like someone like that. And they're like, he's on right now. And I'm like, yeah, we're late. And they're like, just come on, it's fine. Go on through. And so then the next day I played with this girl trio from Canada called The Heels, played guitar for them. They were on one of the outdoor stages too. And then Saturday I had like my own showcase, like a songwriter showcase. And then Sunday I played for my friend Brittany Elise. She's from Australia. And we started in the morning. I played like Cat 10, did a whole thing. Luke Combs' bar, which used to be Wild Horse Saloon, and it's a massive stage. And then the Heels played again that night, so I just hung around, did that. And this year, I don't know if I'm going to be playing guitar on any of the bigger stages. But they put out the lineup, and most people either like I know, but they have their bands or whatever. Doing some songwriter showcases for sure. Something will pop up. Things always pop up.
Yeah.
But I think Saturday night I'm playing in Cave City, so June 6th. They're doing something in Cave City, and I was like, okay, I can drive up and back, so I'm not like missing out.
Are you doing mostly playing, or are you doing mostly your own stuff right now?
Or
just whatever?
Both. Just filling in the gaps whenever I'm not like hired on. Because I know like next week we're going to go open for Flatland Calvary. Dillon is, and I'm playing guitar with him. So we got rehearsals, and then after that, then it's like my stuff and just filling in the gaps where I'm not needed to play for someone. I'll work around it currently. And like my friend Danny, she's doing the Yellowstone Riders Round thing for CMA Fest, and so I told her like I'll come play guitar for her at that, and really just trying to hang out and meet like the people who do the music for
Hell yeah, man.
for Yellowstone.
Hell yeah.
Especially with this new record, I'm like, this is perfect timing. But also my friend Danny Rose, killer player, and known her a long time. I lived in Los Angeles for a minute, and so
been a little bit everywhere.
Yeah, been coast to coast.
So started here, then where?
Started here, went to Western Kentucky, and then Go Tops, and
No
then
Tops. My dad graduated from Western.
I love it. Love the Little Toppers. And then I moved to Los Angeles right after school, and I was there for like 6 years doing music and did some acting gigs. I did enough acting, got enough sets to realize like I like stage acting. I did not like being on set. Unless, of course, like if I was going to be the lead in something, a totally different scenario. But
a lot of chilling.
I just hated it. I hate the hurry up and wait, and you're just sitting around like a bunch of people I never wanted to talk to again. Most times.
Yeah.
Sometimes you meet some cool people. Most of the time, I'm like, oh my God, like this is a nightmare. And then right at COVID, I'd licensed a song to Cody Rhodes, who's now WWE champ, I think.
Champ.
Yeah.
WrestleMania is like right now.
It's literally happening.
It's literally happening.
And he's a cool guy, but I licensed a song to him, and that like exploded, which was crazy because then I'm like going through and trying to tear down like any Reverb Nation accounts. I had, like all old music, like I'd had up. I was trying to funnel it like an old YouTube account. I was like, when did I put that song? I'm like, oh God, like, what password would that have been? Like got it.
Chasing passwords.
Yeah, I got it all torn out so I could funnel people.
You copyrighted yourself.
Yeah, I did. At one point, something came up, and I was like, no, it says me. Like, oh no. So that was cool. But then I started working. Like I just signed with this management. The guy used to manage Lincoln Park, and we literally were discussing like, touring and things like that. And he was shopping me around right at COVID. So yeah. So like there was talks to do all the Danny Wimmer shows because I could cross over from he still had the country one, bourbon, he had those, and the rock ones. And I could cross over to them. Dude. So it was like that would have been cool. But that ended up going away. And
bourbon's found its niche though. I think you definitely fit in that.
I think
Bourbon
so.
Beyond for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd fit in Louder so much anymore.
Louder's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a tough one. At the time, I was still considered like it was still possible, but I don't think so anymore.
Sublime's playing Louder this year, though.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Have you seen it with the kid?
Mm-mm.
His son?
No, I haven't
Bradley
seen.
Noel's son
Is playing.
is the lead singer.
Really?
And he sounds just like him.
Cool. All right.
It's pretty cool. So check that out.
Yeah.
All right. But speaking of check it out, man. So for listeners, people that want to check out follow you along and see who you're playing with, where you're playing, when you're going to be around here, where can they find you?
I post everything. It's at Ian Abel Band, IANABEL BAND, across all platforms. For original shows, or if I'm going out on the road, I'll put everywhere I'm going to be because that way people can come see me if I got friends or whatever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, everything through there. I'm going to have new merch soon too. I started working with a distributor that does like Randy Houser and Ella Langley and a bunch of people.
Oh, cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was at the shop the other day and I was taking photos of everything of Ella's that's not even like released yet, just because I was like, they're on the ball so hardcore. I was like, this style t-shirt, this must be what people want to buy. Like, I took photos of everything.
If she's selling it, that's probably what they
Guaranteed.
want.
I was like, they did the market research. This is my market research. It's stealing from them right now. Like, this is a style t-shirt, got it. These are the hats, got it. And noted. This is what I'm going to do. So I'll have merch and stuff out and more stuff. So it's, Ian Abel Band. That's everything. Or my website, ianabel.band. And come see us opening. Like last year, we opened for Skinnerd, Miranda Lambert, Randy Houser, the band Perry, some monsters.
That's crazy.
A bunch of people I'm forgetting.
My wife's a huge Miranda Lambert fan, dude. She would have freaked.
I thought I broke her wrist. I high-fived her so hard.
Are you serious?
Yeah, side stage. Randy Houser's band just ripped something. Like, I think they just ended with the song Boots On or something. And I turned around and just like high-fived the closest person to me real hard. And I turned around, text the bass player, like, oh my God. It was like a tiny little lady. I was like, oh my God, was that Miranda Lambert? It's like, did I just knock her shoulder out of socket? I turned around and apologized. She was like, I'm so sorry, Miranda.
She's tough. She looks like a tough lady.
She was cool. Right. She was partying, so she was cool.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I was like, all right, I'm
She's having a good time. She's just feeling no pain.
Yeah, she was nice. Nice to me, even though I hit her.
All right, man. Well, we'll check you out and definitely check out Spotify. Amazing songs, a ton of songs, and look for the new stuff coming out. I'd say in the fall.
Yeah.
And check out some singles because I think we might have some of those rolling along too.
For sure.
All right. Until next time, y'all. Thank you. See you.